A lot of people have walked up to me and said, how do you change a fraction to a decimal and then to a percent? So I thought I would make this video to explain just how it's done. So if we start with a fraction, let's say 3/5, which is as good a fraction as any, we take the numerator and divide by the denominator. So it looks like that, and you can see that by doing that, you get 6/10. So we take our 6/10 and that's our decimal. So we write it in our decimal spot. So now we can see 3/5 equals 6/10. So now what do we do with our decimal to make it a percent? Well, we multiply it by 100. And that's the technical thing we do. The hint is move the decimal place 2 places to the right. It's just a quick thing to remember. When you're going to a percent, move to the right. When you're going from a percent, move to the left. So I move my decimal 2 places to the right, which is what happens when you multiply by 100. And you put a percent sign on it, and you now have your percent. So 6/10 or 60/100 is equal to 60%. So now we have all three of them, and now we're going to move back. We're going to go from the percents back down to the decimal, and then finally back to the fraction. So I have my 60%, and what I need to do, since I multiplied earlier, now I'm going to divide by 100. And you can see that when we divide by 100, the decimal point moves 2 places to the left, which is the exact opposite of when we went from decimal to percent. So we move my decimal 2 places to the left, and we are right back where we started with the decimal to the left of the 6. So we have 6/10 or 60/100 again. And we put that up there. And now we look and say, well, how do I change this to a fraction? Well, if you've noticed, I haven't been saying 0.6, but I've been saying 6/10. Get it? If I say 6/10, that's actually the fraction. So to change the decimal to the fraction, read it, say it to yourself the proper way. 6/10, I write it as 6/10. And then all I have to do is simplify it to 3/5. I'm back where I started with my 3/5. And there you can see that 3/5 equals 6/10, which equals 60%. Hopefully that was helpful. Good luck.